Once again, it's harvest time here in my aquaponics table. I'm going to start by taking down the pineapple mint today because it's somewhat overgrown, and I'd like some of those nutrients to make it into my tomatoes and my chard that I consider to be just a little bit more important. I thought I'd take a clip of this so you can see just how much I get every 2 to 3 weeks from just this little patch of pineapple mint. That plate of mint comes from about 9 inches long by about 6 inches wide, or about 3/4 of a square foot of garden space out of the 8 square feet of garden space that I have available in my aquaponics bed. That's a nice pile of mint. Now would probably be a good time to collect some of the chard I've got going too. It can grow a lot bigger than I like to collect it. I just enjoy the flavor more when it's young and tender. So let's just see how much I can get. I don't know about you, but that looks like a nice pile of chard to me, considering it's only been about a week since I harvested it. Just a bit of an update too on the tomato in my aquaponics situation. This little guy that you see here is happily growing off of this, which is that branch that I stuffed in there out of curiosity. So I just want to share with you a few words about aquaponics in general before I leave off for the day. My system has been running for about a year now. I'm using, well, between the 2 fish tanks, I'd say probably 30 gallons of water at any given moment. And it probably gets recycled about 20 times every hour. Like I said in my earlier clip, my pump is probably a little bit more than I need at this point, but I do want to build a much bigger system. Hopefully I'll have some of the clips of the assembling of that system, including the new fish tank I'm going to build, and building an aquaponics bed from scrap wood and using an old pond liner to keep it waterproof. There is no need to go out and spend huge amounts of money on professional grow beds or professional grow materials, or, you know, even a large fish tank. Anything that will hold water, you can use. It's best to make sure you're using a food-grade plastic if you are using plastics. There are a lot of chemicals that can seep in and could potentially be dangerous in the long run. So far, my good old Rubbermaid bins haven't poisoned me yet, but I would like to replace them at my earliest opportunity. Just a few words on what you can and cannot grow in aquaponics. So far, I can't say I found anything that doesn't grow in aquaponics, but with that being said, it's probably best, at least in the first year while your tank is establishing and your bacteria are developing, to keep it to things like green leafy veg and herbs. As you saw from the earlier segment, I take in quite a sizable amount of mint from just that little tiny patch every 2 to 3 weeks. My chard has been incredibly productive, and I have thoroughly enjoyed the flavor of that. There have been a few people that have commented about, ooh, you're using fish waste, doesn't it taste like fish, blah 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 blah. I can't say that it does. To me, it tastes like the most crisp and fresh chard I have ever had in my life, and I have been truly enjoying it all summer long. When it comes to cloning things, aquaponics is a fantastic system to get involved with. I don't recommend aquaponics for growing those illegal things, as you're going to end up spending a lot of money on something that's just going to get taken away by the police. If there's anything in particular that you want to try growing in an aquaponics bed, I strongly recommend just go ahead and give it a try. I'm starting to produce fruit now on my tomatoes, and I am able to keep that pepper plant alive that I put in there in one of my previous videos. It's been about a year, so my bacteria are fairly well established. With this original bed, I did use the expanded clay pellets as my growing medium, but I will be moving on to using small rocks gathered from the lake for my next bed, just because I want to show how cheap it can be now that I have a slightly better understanding. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.